Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Ray's Reviews. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking all about the LA Lakers Crypto.com naming partnership. So stay tuned and let's go.
Still going to be there, but in name only. The name is changing to Crypto.com Arena.
All right, so if you are new to Crypto.com, Crypto.com is an all-in-one exchange where you can buy, sell, trade cryptocurrency at cost. They also have the best-in-class Crypto.com Debit Card program where you can earn crypto cashbacks without changing any of your spending behavior. And with that said, let's jump straight into the video and talk about the LA Lakers Crypto.com Staples Arena naming rights. Now, just for fun, several months ago, I made a bold prediction in one of my last videos when Crypto.com had partnered with the Philadelphia 76ers that future NBA partnerships were coming. And I made a suggestion, what if LeBron James made a tweet about Crypto.com? And funny enough, a new NBA partnership has come to fruition. My prediction came true.
What?
Now, I want to talk about this news and why it is absolutely huge. Now, Crypto.com just spent $700 million to get the naming rights to the Staples Center in Los Angeles for the next 20 years. And starting on Christmas Day of this year, the Staples Center is now going to be called the Crypto.com Arena. Now, let's quickly take a look at this quick clip from Kris, founder and CEO of Crypto.com, where he talks about this new partnership.
And we are excited to partnering with AEG in LA, the cultural and creative capital of the world. And I think it comes at a time where cryptocurrency is really going mainstream, changing the way art, entertainment, and sports work. So I think it's a sign of times and a fitting name moving forward.
Now, for those of you that are not familiar with the Staples Arena, it is iconic. AEG is the world's largest owner of sports team and sports events, and the Staples Center is one of the most iconic sports and entertainment venues in the world. Once again, iconic. Now, let me tell you a little bit about AEG. Now, AEG, the sports and entertainment conglomerate that built the Staples Arena, could have partnered with any crypto company. I'm sure there were so many different crypto companies that were knocking on their doors, but they decided to go with Crypto.com. So I can only imagine the amount of due diligence and research that had to be going on in this deal. And remember, this is a $700 million 20-year deal. And this is the most famous setting for major events in the US's second largest metro area. Now, in addition to hosting the LA Lakers and the LA Kings, the Staples Arena has hosted 19 Grammy Award ceremonies, 3 NBA All-Star games, 2 NHL All-Star games, and a number of high-profile concert performance and public events, like the memorials for Michael Jackson, Nipsey Hussle, and Kobe Bryant. The LA Lakers obviously also won 6 NBA titles in the Staples Arena. The first 3 were with Kobe and Shaq during the first 3 years operation of the Staples Arena. And then 2 more championships came later on with Kobe and Paul Gasol. And finally, during the pandemic year, LeBron James helped deliver the Lakers another championship. Now, if you dig a little bit deeper, it is not just the naming rights, but in addition to the naming rights, there is going to be a 3,000 square foot crypto activation space. This means that the Crypto.com Arena is going to be the premier spot for users to get onboarded to crypto. And while the exact plans for this crypto activation space is not yet announced, I would imagine it's like this physical space where before the game starts and during halftime, there's Crypto.com employees all out there just trying to educate users about Crypto.com, educating them about the app, telling them how they can get onboarded and signed up, giving promotions and giveaways. Think about halftime show where, potentially they could throw Crypto.com towels and t-shirts. It's just going to be an amazing experience. I think this physical activation space Crypto.com is building is going to be massive and it's going to help onboard a ton of new users. And of course, in my opinion, crypto.com has some of the best marketing out there in terms of crypto exchanges. And just for a little while, I thought that potentially FTX was starting to rival them and starting to catch up to them in terms of marketing. After all, FTX has partnerships with Tom Brady and Steph Curry as brand ambassadors, and they just recently signed a deal with Los Angeles Angels MLB superstar Shohei Ohtani. But with this massive news with Crypto.com partnering with the Staples Arena, Crypto.com just laid a stone cold stunner to FTX and every one of their competitors. So what does this all mean and where do we go from here? So I think first and foremost, this is going to help widespread crypto adoption. I think the entire crypto space benefits from this move and the additional marketing exposure it brings. I feel that Crypto.com is the easiest app to get users onboarded to crypto, and from there they're going to start learning more and more about the space, start exploring DeFi and other crypto projects, as was the case for myself. But this Crypto.com really was the gateway for me into cryptocurrency, and I really feel that it's also going to be the app for a large amount of users that are not yet onboarded into cryptocurrency, and this is really consistent with their white paper and mission statement. Now, second of all, tons and tons of marketing exposure for Crypto.com. Basketball, obviously a global sport, and NBA has a global audience, and the LA Lakers are obviously one of the top teams in the NBA today. And every basketball fan globally has their eyes on LeBron James, NBA's top superstar. LeBron James also just signed a 2-year contract extension with the LA Lakers that coincidentally takes him through the 2022-2023 season, which is huge because Crypto.com plans to have 100 million users by the year 2023. So this move basically guarantees another 2 years of LeBron James, the most watched superstar in the NBA, and he will be front and center helping Crypto.com with this halo effect. And also, this NBA season, all eyes are also on the LA Lakers as they have the most NBA All-Stars past and present on their roster as they try to compete for an NBA championship. They have LeBron James, they have Carmelo Anthony, they have Russell Westbrook, they have Anthony Davis, they have Dwight Howard, and they have Rajon Rondo. So think about all the star power that the LA Lakers have and all the eyeballs that are going to be on them. And also the LA Clippers also share the Staples Arena or the new Crypto.com arena with the LA Lakers, and for a few more years they will also be participating in this arena. So they also have the marketing exposure and star dual power of the LA Clippers, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. So again, absolutely massive for NBA sports fan. And if you're a basketball NBA fan, you know eyeballs are always on the LA Lakers and the LA Clippers. Now, the final cool thing about this name change is that it is set to happen on Christmas Day. And this is also the day when the LA Lakers will face off against the Brooklyn Nets. These are two of the most star-studded teams in the NBA. The Brooklyn Nets obviously are the top team in the NBA Eastern Conference with star duo Kevin Durant and James Harden. So this is a game that is going to be watched by all die-hard basketball fans. They want to see Kevin Durant versus LeBron James and his team. It's going to be one of the most watched Christmas Day games, and I think this is absolutely massive as it also coincides with the new naming of the Crypto.com arena. With the run-up of cryptocurrencies this year, I think more and more people are going to want to onboard into cryptocurrency for the first time during Christmas and the holidays. I think a lot of people are going to be talking about Christmas. I think a lot of people are going to be talking about cryptocurrencies during Christmas. So I think this massive news happening on Christmas is really going to bring about more and more adoption. I think we may see a little bit of this retail fear of missing out, as especially if Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies continue to rise in value, and a lot of people are going to want to enter for the first time. So I really think that Crypto.com is looking to position themselves as the premier company to onboard new users to cryptocurrency. And once again, I really stress people to think about this from a long-term perspective. This partnership is a 20-year deal. Again, it's a 20-year deal in one of the most iconic entertainment venues in the world. It's not a 3-year deal, it's not a 5-year deal, it's a 20-year deal. This means that Crypto.com plans to be around in 20 years' time. They are thinking 20 years ahead. The Staples Arena is iconic, and for AEG to give the naming rights of it to Crypto.com means that they must have done so much due diligence and research that I think that this just further enhances the credibility and integrity of the Crypto.com platform. So to kind of conclude, I really do love the long-term strategy of Crypto.com. I think it's going to be way more than just an exchange in the future. It is going to be the best all-in-one crypto banking app. I think they are really targeting themselves as this neobank to really help users that don't have great traditional banking experience just to come onto their platform and just really blow their expectations out the water. I also think that Crypto.com is really trying to be the Apple of the crypto space. And if you really think about early days Apple, they weren't really the mainstream company. They were sort of attracting the rebels, the ones that really wanted something different. And Apple really excelled at, the one thing Apple really excelled at was marketing, and that's also something that Crypto.com also really excels at. I think the early users to cryptocurrency are also the rebels of our generation, so I really do see a lot of parallels between Crypto.com and Apple. But again, I really encourage everyone to do their own due diligence on Crypto.com and anything in the crypto space. I will say that as an early user of Crypto.com, I really do love the product. I love using the app, and I love using the Crypto.com debit card. I think the app is just so beautifully designed and it's so simple that, you know, for the masses, everyone can easily use it and it's not confusing at all. Now, I also don't really like to comment on price action of the CRO utility token, as I am, you know, a long-term supporter of this project. But I will say that the early adopters of Crypto.com, as the price of the CRO utility token rose in value, most of those people were looking to upgrade their cards. They weren't looking to sell their Crypto.com utility tokens, they were looking to upgrade. So that means that they are very bullish on this project long-term, and they are long-term supporters. So with that said, I don't want to make this video too long, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do have a referral link to Crypto.com if you are brand new to this Crypto.com and want to get onboarded. But of course, please do your own due diligence on anything and everything. Don't trust anyone, including myself, unless you have done proper due diligence for yourself. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So take care.